crazy day video. Veve, OMI, then we have McFarlane, we have Recur. We'll get into it. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Yeah, Ray text the DTH domain name, become a member. There's lots of perks. We'll start off with OMI on the day. OMI is at down about 0.1% on the day to 00074, which is actually not bad compared to the rest of the market. We actually had a pretty big, not spike. It was up to 00078, then came back down. Not 100% sure why. According to, I guess you had a couple of big things over the last couple days, but today we were outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum, which were down 1.7 and 0.9% respectively. We underperformed XRP, which is up 2.5%. I think that is largely because the SEC had just said, "Hey, XRP, you're not a security, not all this." And Dogecoin up 4% as well, so that was really interesting. So kind of a meh day over on the crypto side. We'll go over and let me see how much volume we had on OMI on the day. Just take a look. We're still at the number 149 spot, rank number 149th crypto. 880,000 in volume on the day, not as much as we had last week when we had all this pump, but it is more than we've had since before then. So yeah, SC is going to win over XRP. I don't think so. Anywho, moving on. We have a couple of things, a whole bunch of things going on. I don't even know how much news I want to go and talk about because there's like pretty much breaking news that's been happening. Let's start with Recur. We'll slowly get into it. Okay, no, let me see. I also have in here. I'll find it. But I have another thing to add to Dashi. So the thing to add to Dashi, like I said, we'll get there in a minute. But we'll go over Recur first. We will ease into the stays passing. The stays passing was not something that you want to be with if it's not something you want to relive if you were in anything other than Veve. So Recur 7 hours ago, and again, I've said this for quite a long time, and we'll get into this in a second, but Recur saying, "Today with heavy hearts, we must share some difficult news. After much contemplation and consideration, we've decided to deprecate the Recur platform effective 16 November 2023. Now, I'll move on to the rest of their announcements, but I told you guys since VCon of 2022, this is May of 2022, where Gary Vee puts on his Gary VCon. He was invested in Recur. He did not mention Recur once. And then, a couple months later, when people kept asking him about it, he's like, "Listen, Recur is a very small amount of money. I have nothing to do with it." But again, I told you guys since then, this is not a good look. Got labeled a fudder. Got labeled Veve Moonboy, but here we are because again, not doing a ton of drops, not making a ton of money with it, and not doing a lot of stuff, despite having really good IP, such as Hello Kitty, such as Nickelodeon and Star Trek. Anyway, Recur goes on to say this decision has not been an easy one. However, unforeseen challenges and shifts in the business landscape have made it increasingly difficult for us to continue providing the level of service and dedication that we have always strived to maintain. We want to extend our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for being an integral part of the Recur community. It is with deep sense of gratitude that we look back on the moments, both the triumphs and the challenges that have shaped Recur. And there was a lot of people wanting their pound of flesh here, but I had gone on and said, it's extremely difficult to run a company, much less one in disruptive spaces. This is not easy. Most that have tried in this space are bleeding money or have failed. We must be careful where we put our money. And it's not just that. Super Duper Hank brings up a really good point as well. Super Duper Hank says, be careful where you put your money and be careful who you listen to. So I said goes hand in hand, and I said that for a couple of reasons here. Let's see how far I can. Do not forget the people. Phil Henderson. Phil. That had gone and purported the notion that Recur is a Veve killer, and again the continuous false accusations and clickbait titles such as Reese is fired from OMI. Again, if you and again, people are allowed to make mistakes. Maybe you bought some Recur because you thought it was going to go to the moon or whatever. Yeah, whatever it is. People are allowed to make mistakes. Obviously, people are human. Nobody's perfect. But Super Duper Hank does bring out a good point. Do your own research and listen to the people that have continuously look at people's who was right about certain things and look who was wrong about certain things. And then you also have a couple of other people saying, as Veve facing heavy competition, Recur confirms hero license. You can tell who that was. And there's others that I thought I had on here, but maybe I didn't. Maybe there was, I could have sworn there was more, or maybe they're in a different folder. Anyway, when this was kind of, what I'm saying is pay attention to people who have been consistently wrong about who they think is competition. Unfortunately, some people have been, I don't know the best way to put this. Keep track on who's wrong and who's right on many things, and obviously people's track record will show for themselves what they've been right on, what they've been wrong on. Like I said, do your own research. If you want to contact a financial advisor, that's fine. But be advised, most financial advisors are not in this space. Fortunately / unfortunately, the trailblazers in this space and the people that report on it, most of them are inexperienced, and most of them have never really used a mosaic theory or anything to go and determine what's undervalued or overvalued in a company, and what ideas are going to fly and what aren't. And again, follow the money. Look at the people that were being paid to go and promote some of these other companies. Like, I have never taken a cent from anyone. Jason Lawrence says, thank you for the knowledge today and answering my questions. Cheers. Oh, of course, Jason. Oh, we love you. I'll actually go over that later as well. Got to make it out to California again. But yeah, take a look at all of the influencers that were going and promoting projects when they weren't doing that well. And they just did it for the funds. Again, I haven't taken a cent from anyone. The only time where I thought I might, in the midst of this bear market, would have been an honest video when Quid had reached out and they were like, hey, could you mention us in a video? And I was like, oh, well, I have to learn a bit about you, and I'll, whatever, like, it's going to be a fair video. It's not going to be a softball video saying like, hey, buy all this stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll do it for $1,000. And like, well, can you do it for 600? And then I said, no. It was like, okay, well, 1,000. I was like, okay, USDC or Bitcoin's fine. And they're like, oh, well, actually, we're going to pay you in the Quid token. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? You guys have $6,000 in volume a day for your Quid token. You're going to pay that to me. I'm going to dump it, and it's just going to dump on all the people that hold it. That's ridiculously inappropriate. So ever since then, I had never, and I think that was before the whole Marvel debacle, where they had gone on and really talked crap about Veve, and then Marvel kind of came in and was like, hey, we're dropping them, and they dropped them. But again, this kind of running around the bases here, going saying, look at all the people that are promoting, and I'm not saying don't collect what you like. By all means, guys, collect what you like. Go and, Veve is not the end-all be-all for things that you will love in life. There's going to be other things that you're going to like, and there's going to be other things that you can go buy. If you wanted to get Recur and go and say, hey, even though it's over, I want the first Hello Kitty NFT on the blockchain. Okay, yeah, it's over. But you want that for its historical aspect? I guarantee you can get them super cheap now. They'll probably be worth a little bit more than what you can pay now for them, because everyone's dumping them now. I would say on the same thing with Nickelodeon. If you want some of the first Nickelodeon NFTs, even though they're just 2D JPEGs that don't do anything, by all means, go and get them. That's what collecting is at a matter of sorts. You just go and you buy what you like, and when you see patterns that are undervalued and overvalued, you can make money, such as with Veve. But if you want to go and make money with, do it with the company that's making the most money, and do it with the most active community. Like I've said before, like I've said years ago, Veve has won the decade, and they have no competition. Now, obviously, every company is going to go through trials and tribulations. They're going to make mistakes. Some very recently, and this is what brings us into McFarlane. McFarlane obviously, has the influencers that they pay and they do whatever. That's fine. You got to promote, and I'm happy that McFarlane, because I don't have any issue with Todd. Todd McFarlane's a great dude. I love him. David loves him. Most people that meet Todd McFarlane really like Todd McFarlane. He's a really cool dude. But because he is in so many different facets of life, and because he's in so many different things, you have maybe he doesn't pay as much attention, or people can pull the wool over his eyes in the Web3 space. Oh, we have to do this for this reason. I know it looks a little crazy, but we have to do this for this reason, or else it'll look, sketchy. This is just commonplace what we do in Web3, and Todd will just be like, okay, that's fine. And what I mean by that is two different posts going on in the McFarlane Discord. I will just read what was written in the McFarlane Discord, and after I read what was written, I'll give you guys a second, form your own opinions, and then I'll give you mine. Okay, so at 7:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, Trevor, who has done nothing after, whether he left Veve on his own volition or Veve fired him, whatever it was, done nothing but badmouth Veve, try to stay relevant, had gone and said, everyone, as you may have seen from the Discord chat, we are dealing with a really weird issue with the NFT creation wallet, possibly a hack. This does not affect your collection or how we collect payment or royalties on these collections. All of that is handled by different secure cold storage wallets. We have saved most of the pieces in the wallet and are trying to recover the rest, if at all possible. It looks like pieces were moved to various new wallets and even some existing user and team member wallets. Even I got pieces I did not have. We're not blaming any users in the space until we know exactly what's going on. Thank you to everyone for calling this out. This has been a stressful day, but we appreciate everyone who has stuck by us through this. And if you were to just read that, it just sounds like, okay, someone hacked Discord something, someone's making it look like other people are getting things, it was a little weird, do an investigation, let's see what happens. And apparently nobody was buying that. Like, hey, wait a minute, we're looking at this right now, and it seems like you, Trevor, you're getting stuff, this other influencer is getting stuff, and I'll read Dr. Stuff's his thing in a second. But less than an hour later, Trevor's forced to post this. Hey all, I want to begin with this. Regardless of the results of all this, I am responsible for the situation. I am responsible for the app, for the community, and for building trust in our project. Whatever the outcome, I recognize that we lost a lot of trust today, and we are going to do whatever we can to make it right by it. I'll start by owning up to this major mistake. I kicked off this whole issue because I transferred assets to content creators and for giveaways. I need to disclose that way better. How it started transferring all the other assets is beyond me. That was the issue I initially tried to fix so it wouldn't continue. As for the typos earlier, I apologize if that made me look shady. This was not a Discord hack. I was just frantically trying to fix the issue and answer questions. As for listing assets, no excuses. That was just plain wrong. I'm sending anything I can find that looks out of place to me to the safe Ledger wallet. Okay. Two ways to go and look at this. One, Trevor was just completely incompetent, made one bad mistake after another, and he just tried to be like, oh, I can fix it before anyone notices. This is fine. And then it just got to a place where it's like, okay, hey guys, I messed up. I know it looks what it looks like, and it looks horrible, but this is not my intention. These things were supposed to go to the people that work for McFarlane as a form of payment. These things do, X, Y, and Z. And I know it looks shady. And you could that's very well what could have happened. Or you could take a look at this and say, I'll start by owning up to this major mistake. I kicked off this whole issue because it transferred assets to content creators and for giveaways. Now, the stuff that he meant to give in a wallet to giveaways or to content creators somehow ended up in his wallet. I need to just go that way better. How it started transferring all the other assets is beyond me. That was the issue I initially tried to fix. As far as the earlier typos, I apologize if that made me look shady. This was not a Discord hack, so I don't know why the fudge he used that word in the first place. I was just frantically trying to fix the issue and answer questions. But I mean, again, one of the other ways to read this is that he just basically admitted guilt, got caught red-handed that he was giving himself NFTs and then freaking listing them. That is just that more makes me believe that it's something that it maybe wasn't ill intent. Like there's no way you're that stupid to give yourself a free NFT so you could list it. Like there's no way, right? Like there's no way. That actually does make me believe that this was not the intention. But like Jesus, man. Hopefully this reaches Todd McFarlane and he recognizes like, hey, and again, the goal is to have McFarlane to survive and thrive and make it so that everyone that they can continue their work, because they have some really cool artwork. The Todd's cape, yeah, it's a little long, but it's animated. The eyes blink, the cape waves. It's cool. The Bane, I love Bane. I think that's cool. I think a lot of the artwork is great. I think it looks great. I wish the Superman went more than 6 inches, but you know what, fine. I wish that the people on the McFarlane Facebook I wish that they would be more receptive to NFTs, and I think they will eventually. But the community is straight up not having this. And I don't want to say that everyone needs to be like a patsy, but okay, well, what do you do? Like, what do big finance firms, what do they do when they're being investigated? Because they know they've done some financial malfeasance. They go and say, we'll do our own internal investigation, get to the bottom of this. And they fire a couple of low-level guys. They pay a couple fines, whatever. And then they continue doing on what they're doing. And they don't do anything wrong. They make sure they don't do anything wrong for several months or years. And then they do the wrong thing again. Again, none of this came from Todd. Trevor explicitly said that it is from his own doing. As we're talking about Recur, saying, hey, be careful where you put your money. Be careful, like, this is, Jesus, man. You remember in Angels of the Outfield where Mel Clark and everyone's all like, I'm not going to play for anybody but George Knox? This type of thing makes me not want to put any money with any other project except for Veve. Even though, like, let's say a company like Cryptoys, which is modeling itself after Veve, some of their stuff kind of looks cool. I would want the first Leia on the blockchain or the first Yoda on the blockchain. I want that. But it's just all these other companies that are just not making money. And again, Cryptoys, if they can get their act together, they could sell, they'd be good. I just don't see any other companies making any money. I don't. And, if I were to tell a friend asking me, hey, what would you invest in right now? Or what would you collect right now? It's like, okay, well, if you want to collect something because you like it, like, I think it would be cool to have the first Hello Kitty NFT on the blockchain, even though Recur's dead, even though Recur's done right now. Go and get that just because it's fun. Like, how many there are, I don't know. Don't pay more than like $20 for it. But same thing with Yoda and Leia. I'd be like, okay, get them. You can't sell them. You're basically throwing away $40, $50, however much it is. But it's fun to have. And if you just want to collect because the artwork looks cool, do it. If you want to invest, and again, this is what I would tell a friend, Dashi, if you want to invest in NFTs, uh, biggest IP on Veve. That's it. I would not tell my friends to invest in anything else right now except for Veve, NFT wise. Obviously, crypto. There's a whole bunch of other cryptos out there that are safer, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Obviously, Cardano and Binance really good too. But obviously, I'm all in on OMI. But you know, so yeah, that's some of the rougher news. And I'll go and read Dr. Stuff's thing right now. Right now? Jeez. All right, let's read Doctor of Stuff, who had gone on and posted, hold up, just asking to get clarification. Lead McFarlane Toys transferred assets to content creators without disclosing. Is this true, KW Champ? Did content creators disclose this? Are team members like yourself and Trevor given low mints or a certain number of each minting? As someone who has minted multiple McFarlane drops, this is quite concerning. Doc goes on to say, follow-up questions. Are team members allowed to sell mints they receive? If so, how long after the mint? Who else receives mints beside content creators? What mint numbers do content creators get? Or do they get a specified number of mints that end up being random? He goes on to say, why is a lead selling an asset the day of the drop? So I guess he's got the receipts. He's got the proof. So anyway, we're going to get to the comments in a minute. I do have some other news to go over. I just have to make sure the messages be blowing up. This must be a big one. Oh, wow, yeah, so there's a Spaces going on right now. Fambem's in, Sanjay's in, so I guess a lot of dirt's coming out in Spaces. Should I go and... Oh my god. Alright, yeah, like that just blatantly looks like Trevor just tried to make a quick $700. Like, are they not paying him that much? Like he has to commit this fraud to make $700 or $694.15. Again, there could be an explanation, but that's just the way it looks. Jesus, dude. Anyway, let's get to the rest of the news, and then I'll answer questions here. All right, some of the rest of the news that we got. Oh yeah, so the pencil that we have, the what's that called? The pencil that we have on the airdrop for Frozen. It's like $30, I think now. Let's give it a quick look. And I bring this up for a reason. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, all right, Veve's it's not loading. Why is it not loading? Okay, here we go. So there are obviously two pencils that you can go for right now, and the Frozen pencil is $35, which is amazing, and the Wreck-It Ralph pencil is $42. So let's average this out to $39. You're looking at 68, let's say $39.50 to make it 69. Everyone comment nice down below with 69. About 69 bucks for both of them. Actually, no, it's more than that. It's like 78 bucks. Listen, if you can just get, it doesn't matter what you mint. You know, if you minted anything from Wreck-It Ralph, you made money, because you could sell what you made, you could sell what you minted, and you could sell the pencil because the pencil's airdropped. Same thing with the Frozen. Whatever you minted, it doesn't matter. Olaf is the cheapest one, I think, at like $40. Okay, well, yeah, he's the cheapest one for $40, but then the pencil is also like $40. So you make money. The Lion King that's coming out, you can be damn sure you're going to make money on the Lion King. Even if something goes below retail, if we follow the law of averages here, the Lion King pencil airdrop is going to be probably $30-something. So unless what you get on the Lion King is going to be like $10, which of course it's not, it's going to be worth a bit more, you're going to make money. Now, this being said, how much is the desk going to be? The desk, I would say, is probably going to be like $100. But Chavez, didn't you say that the pencils are going for an average of about $40? Yes, I did. Well, if that continues and there's 5 pencils, well, that's $200. And all 5 pencils, you craft that to make the desk. If you have to, the value of those pencils are $200 to craft the desk, then the desk should be at least $200. And you're right, it should. But remember, wind the clocks back a couple months, when everyone crafted their Infinity Stones, they crafted about $1,300 worth of Infinity Stones, and guess what? People are selling. What is that secret rare Thanos going for right now? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Just take a look. It is going for less than $400. So people lit $1,300 on fire to sell their Thanos for $400. That's freaking stupid. So when I see a bunch of these pencils, and they're probably going to be worth in total around $200, the sum of them, my guess is that people are going to be doing the same things as they were with the Thanos and Infinity Stones. They're going to sell it for, this desk is probably going to be, I don't know, maybe not even 100, maybe even like $50. It's going to be ridiculous. Again, I could be wrong, but that's the pattern we saw with Thanos and the Infinity Stones. So I don't see why this would be any different. I'll keep you posted. We shall see. Big A. Anyway, that's one of the things that we had to go over. The Shirley Black Panther had a big skyrocket up, like $150, which is wild. Couldn't mold anything. Oh, so Veveverse news. Nathan says, so I hear you have shapes that you could mold into anything and to add texture. Can you use these shapes to make flooring and have it spread across the entire space outside of the showroom and build on that? So you can make a big walkway for across everything. This could give you more room to add more collectibles and create more scenarios. And Gwintron actually says you can duplicate the same home and place it side by side. Use shapes to make new walkways on platforms, change textures and colors. One beta user has actually made a castle over his home, which is heckin' amazing. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. Also, we have on the Twitter, OMI Daily Burn says David's 30 billion OMI is on GoChain and hasn't moved since inception. For people that were saying, oh, this is David's wallet, he's dumping it, like, it was not, clearly. Elon Musk says Twitter will remove the ability to block accounts. You can, however, still mute accounts and block users for DMs. So, that's fine. In other news, we have Ali Bromi over on the Twitter saying, bought a Veve gold and silver logo yesterday. Looking forward to meet David Yu one day. So there's his Secret Rare Miles Morales, he's got his Todd, and he's got 2 partner statues there. And what I really want to go over, which I have said time and time again, and I will continuously, what did I say? Where'd it go? I said, the ticket to meeting and spending time with David Yu is right in front of everybody, and that's that. Again, think about how much you would spend to have a conversation with your favorite celebrity. Living. So, whether it be Taylor Swift or Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, Tom Holland, Selena Gomez, Chris Hemsworth. I mean, at Comic-Con, people pay $50 for like a photo, and they get to like, hi, I love you, oh my god, so much. They get a selfie, and maybe like an autograph. They'll spend like $150 on that. Okay, well, what if you could actually have a conversation with them? What if you could see them multiple times a year? Again, people going and people would go and, like, Lindsay Sterling. Like, I offered Lauren Graham, like, $1,000 to, like, have dinner because I love her so much. I don't even know if she got the offer. She didn't even answer my email. But I love Lauren Graham so much. I was like, hey, I'll, do this. I think nowadays I could actually probably get her on the podcast or get her on something. Like I'm sure I could meet her professionally now. But yeah, some people, it's like, well, how much do you pay for that experience? How much do you pay for that memory? How much do you pay for just, having the best time? And people are going to do that with David. And again, he's not the only one that people are going to go and want to see. People are going to want to get close to other big whales in Veve and OMI and like, oh, hey, what's in it for me? Anywho, moving on here. We have, oh my God. So a year ago, me and some girl, Brittany, we had gone to the Matt Gone deck, the ones where we had the bats where you just, I forget what, the weapons rack. So that was fun. I should really try to get Matt Gone deck on the podcast. That was a good time. He's really nice. He was a fun dude. Gary O says, so I sent 1 million OMI to the app 1.5 years ago before MCP. Do I get any backdated points for staking it before it was cool to do so? He tagged me in that. I just had to give the answer. The good and bad about that is that, unfortunately, no, we don't get, like, if I've been staking OMI on my app for years, but I don't get any points on that, and I'm okay with that, and I'll tell you why. It's because if we were to get back paid, if everyone was going to get back paid on that, I mean, it would take just as long, if not longer, than it did to get the MCP points right. When we got backdated on the MCP points, it was nuts. We had, what do we have? For the MCP points, we had like 6 months where everything was calculating. Some people got it rolled out in January and February and March, and it was insane because you had all of these different people getting all these points at the same time, and finally 6 months later it was done. It's complete. It's fine now. But because they're not backdating it with OMI, I feel like we can get that done within like 3 or 4 months, where everybody had like probably even by early next quarter, and I'm very excited about that. Anywho, moving on. Been going on for about 32 minutes. All right, so we have Mumbot saying a little something special is coming to Veve official. So she has the thing with the agreement with Akomi. Obviously, it's coming to Veve right now. It is going to be a 1 of 1. So this is not something that's going to be a drop that's going to be mass produced that we can get. It's a 1 of 1. I'm pretty sure Brock Blockchain's going to get it, or Dr. Profit, or Mr. MC. There's a bunch of Veve fam that have been buying her stuff for a while. So unless you have a lot of money, we're probably not going to get it. Doesn't mean we can't still bid on it, though. I'm going to bid. Veve Viral goes and posts, hey David Yu, does this mean I get airdropped a special number 88 edition number for one of my favorite characters just because he had $888.88 in gems over on the app? And Veve had a little fun just saying, don't you dare spend or add any more gems ever. Speaking of Veve, Veve did have an update today. So if you go to let me go and make this a little bit darker for you guys. If you go to the Play Store and you see an update, you will get an update. You will be able to go and say that. But this update is just minor fixes and performance improvements. It is not anything to really write home about. It's nothing crazy, but there is minor stuff there that you will have to go see. Veve Collectibles goes and says, after being exiled from Earth by the Illuminati, Hulk found himself on planet Sakaar, where he was imprisoned and forced to do gladiator battle. The 4th Hulk drops on Tuesday, 22 August at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Collect all 4 to be airdropped the 5th and final Hulk. And it is Gladiator Hulk. I can't wait for it. I'm going to be super, super excited. He does fight Beta Ray Bill, so I'm really curious to see if they can actually fight in the Veveverse, even though one's a mighty, one's not. Like I said, we'd be hella excited to see that. The Mumbot thing does go on auction on 21 August. That is the Mumbot news. Yep, went over Recur already, went over... Oh, be advised, 500 million OMI went into the app since the announcement. So that's a lot. Over 500 million, and again, it's just for staking of that 10 million, and not everyone's done it yet. We have a bunch of people that are going to get into it over the next couple weeks. I'm very excited to see how much more OMI we can get locked up. SEC files motion to appeal ruling that XRP is not a security. I hate the SEC so much. When will they give up? Veve also posts this week, let's revisit Silicon Secure's collector spotlight, one that will shine bright for years to come. Join us in a moment of silence in honor of a true OG, the Todd Father, Sunday, 20 August, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, also David Yu had posted, we can't wait to see the Coliseum fight. This is a Musk to own another Veve first. So David's really going out of his way to post that Coliseum Musk, because Musk and Zuckerberg are supposed to have that fight in the Coliseum. Zuckerberg keeps like ducking him because Zuckerberg's a bitch. Anyway, David Hughes, I think it's kind of just a tongue-in-cheek thing. I don't think he's like serious about saying, hey, partnership with Elon Musk. I think, again, it is just a tiny little Easter egg reference there. I don't think it's too much beyond that. Logos, China, yep, through it. Ooh, yeah. Oh, here's what I wanted to post as well, what I want to talk about before. Back in March of 2022, I won't say the name, but I'll say what this person posted. They said, no wonder Veve is late on everything. They don't have the manpower to walk and chew gum at the same time. Pretty sure Recur has more people on their MTL team alone, so new position bullish on Veve NFTs, not so much Veve itself. And they were referencing that they only had 20 employees on LinkedIn at the time. Again, pay attention to people that have been consistently, like, importantly wrong on the, again, what many of us have gone on and talked about. Hey, these guys aren't making that much money. Veve is. These guys don't have that big of a community, not a big KPI. Veve does. Anyway, he's not the only one to go and do that. There is another person saying, ooh, ApeCoin on Coinbase after one day. Recur is cash out options after a couple months. Come on, Veve, soon ain't cutting it anymore. OMI on a major exchange. MTL, MCP, ASAP. It's not FUD at this point. This is March of 2022. I mean, we're doing better than every single other project right now. I have somebody else saying, what happened with Recur? I haven't heard anything about a drop in months. Just checking in on the Recur fudders who are here in March. Where are you at? Checking for a friend. Oh, wow. Sorry. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that's going to be it, because I have... I'll do the rest tomorrow. I have a bunch of questions on here that I got to get to. Oh, so I'm not going to say who posted this. So again, I won't say who posted this, but it's when somebody was just asking a question about, hey, what can somebody like give McFarlane like a hand, because like clearly nobody knows what's going on. Can somebody go and just like check on him, like if anyone can help, can you help? And somebody, I won't say who, says, well, maybe they should hire whoever Veve did to help them when they had that $8 million gem exploit, like just being a dick. So yeah, and now maybe this person just said that in jest, said that because they got angry with something, but yeah, trying to go and like bring something up from Veve's past that has nothing to do with what's going on today is kind of a weak move. It's kind of little D energy right there. Hacking, yep, okay. And the rest of it is a lot of stuff that I brought up before. Let's go to, let me just go to Twitter real quick, because apparently this is a crap show.
You said lies about me.
No. I said you hit Sanjay hard.
I know I did.
But we're talking about McFarlane, so that's why Sanjay's
right,
taking
McFarlane fucked up.
Sanjay's taking the super high road today. This is his victory.
Okay. Spaces is an absolute crap show right now, so I'm not going to subject you guys to any of that. I will go and answer these questions. Croner says, hey everyone, what's up, Croner? How's it going? Jason Lawrence says, what's up, man? Let's get this bread. Smash that like button. Let's go. Van Slick says, SEC can win over XRP. Certainly hope not. Andy L says, Randy, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Andy L. Toyota Priya says, I don't know what it is, but I just love seeing the almighty Dashie. I have another duck for Dashie, but I don't know. I don't know where it could have gone. It's in here somewhere. It's a duck. It's a little tiny duck. It is escaping me right now, but it is there, I assure you. Oh, also what we can do... Oh, shoot. Oh my god. Okay, what I can do is I'm going to go onto the YouTube and ask everyone to smash this like button. That is a free way to help support. If you can smash it, that'd be great. That'd be great. Would love it if y'all could do that. Love you, loving you. Oh, crap. No freaking way. That's amazing. Oh, wow. I know. Okay, so later in this thing, with the McFarlane thing continues to explode. Jar says, this is absolutely not true. However, I know where I made some serious mistakes. I'm about to post here to disclose. I want to rebuild trust, and it begins with full ownership of the issue, regardless of whose fault it is. And there are clearly places where I'm at fault. Ooh. Ooh, and then again that wallet was posted where Trevor literally just tried to go give himself something and then make himself $700. Ooh. Rip and pasta. Oh man, that is wild. I have to go and find something real quick. While I do, I will go and answer another question. Omar Kasaja says, good evening, Randy. Well, good evening, Omar. I hope everything is going well for you. You are fire. Okay. Minty Burns says, any update on Veve's cash out situation? Yes and no. It's just slow but steady. They'll be able to go, and they're rolling it out like every couple weeks. Other people will get it. And once everyone has it, then they're like, okay, here's the major update. Here's the update that everyone wants. These people can get it. Other people cannot, etc., etc., etc. Man, I was hoping this dude would unfollow me, so I could unfollow as well. Oh my god. Okay, so Yuga just announced that they won't be using OpenSea anymore. Yuga Labs are committed to help foster an ecosystem where new and innovative content is created and where creators are rewarded for their work. In light of OpenSea's announcement yesterday that they will be sunsetting the OpenSea operator filter they introduced and moving to optional creator fees on all secondary sales for all collections by February of 2024, Yuga Labs will begin the process of sunsetting support for OpenSea Seaport for all upgradable contracts and any new collections, with the aim of this being complete in February 2024, in tandem with OpenSea's approach. For as much as NFTs have been about users truly owning their digital assets, they've also been about empowering creators. Yuga believes in protecting creator royalties, so creators are properly compensated for their work. Daniel Allegre, the CEO. This was posted by Borovic.eth, who has 141,000 followers over on the Twitter. And be advised, guys, that Yuga Labs own projects like Bored Apes and CryptoPunks. They're responsible for a significant portion of the volume on OpenSea. So this, and like I've said before, Veve does not need OpenSea. OpenSea needs Veve. All right, moving on here. Andy else says, can you talk about the Dragon Girl Gold and Silver group? You mentioned something about it a few days ago, but I caught the tail end. I've been stacking the whole series over the last few years. So the Golden Dragon Club is different than the Gold and Silver Veve logo club. The Golden Dragon Club is put on by Turtle Golf and Squid Cat over on Twitter, or Mike Cat with 2 T's, numeral 4. So Mike Cat 4. where you get a little bit of OMI each month for staking that golden dragon and it's not the golden dragon girl. I'll show you which one it is. Good feeling. So it's not the golden dragon girl. It's the, where is it? Imperial Lotus Dragon. It's that golden dragon. So when, ooh, my God, hate it when that happens. Ingrown hair. They give you a little bit of OMI each month. I think once a quarter they send you out some beer, and then once a year they go and throw on a little excursion. The Gold and Silver Logo Club is something that is completely different. The utility for that is being able to get face-to-face, not FaceTime like on your phone, but actual face-to-face time with the owners face-to-face, hanging with them, invites to parties. You get several $100s worth of airdrops every single year, and it's yeah, that gold and silver logo is going to be super, super valuable one day. Just my opinion. Vance Legs Ronald's Recur stung from minute 1. It's possible. Omar says, crazy part, Futters mentioned own keys, and now look, Veve is doing right and best in the space. Agreed. Vance says, no one understood those passes. Yeah, people paid a lot of money for like a cool mint number or a cool number for that, and I was always like, nope. Veve Darklink's late night. Randy, what's up, Veve Darklink? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is a late night. I just got back from the whale week vacation thing, so yeah. Jason Lawrence, thank you so much for the super chat, saying thank you for your knowledge today and answering my questions. Of course. Cheers, mate. Mo Collection says, yo, Flickerbit says, can you shed some light on the McFarlane situation? So I did kind of hear, the first half hour. Now I'm just taking questions. So I will answer more questions as it comes up. Hopefully I answered a little bit for you. Flickerbits, I'll keep you posted. Omar says, the only platform outside of Veve I like is X, but never messed around on OpenSea and put their collectibles at Coinbase because it's more safe, in my opinion. I think X Discord actually got hacked the other day too. So like they're targeting everyone. Sandbox says, is Cryptoys pumping enough consistent drops or not to survive this bear market? The good thing about Cryptoys is that this is the end of the bear market, kind of the beginning of the bull. So they don't really need to make that much money to survive, but no, they are not making a lot of money. Whether they survive or not, and again, I really like some of the things that they do, that they have, but I would say 60-40 not surviving. 60% chance that they don't survive, 40% chance that they do. Because it does take time for these things to kind of go out. Like Nifty's had like a couple drops a year, and they didn't officially announce the decision to close until this year. Recur, I will tell you this. I didn't know, but from May of 2022, I immediately called like, okay, Recur's not going to make it. But then in November of last year, I actually did know that Recur was reaching out to people, asking people to buy them. Like, hey, we're bleeding money. Can you buy us? Can you bail us out? So I called it in May, but I've known since November that they were asking for so that people could buy them out. And that's how I knew, because nobody wanted to buy them out. It's like, okay, well, why would you do that? It's such a small user base. It's such a small, and this is why people ask, oh, why does Veve buy them out? Like, listen, nobody would get anything if they were to buy a Recur out. Maybe the contracts of some of the licenses, sure, but if you don't have a platform to do that on, it's not worth it. And okay, well, Veve has a platform. Okay, yeah, Veve has a platform, but most of the people on Recur are Veve users anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I knew from then that they were. I mean, I knew in May of last year, but I didn't confirm until November last year. So when I take a look at something called Cryptoys, and I see their marketing did nothing. They spent what, $50,000 on marketing, and it did absolutely nothing. And iJustine has millions of followers. That dude on TikTok has hundreds of thousands of followers just on TikTok, not including YouTube. So no, they have not had good success, and I would wager that. And again, if you were to ask me right now, should I collect anything on Cryptoys? If you want to have the first appearance of Princess Leia on the blockchain, and you don't care about the value, like you just want to throw your money away, sure, that's fine. My friend Megan, a girl that I live with, she buys these older beat up Pokemon cards. They're no use in getting graded. They will never be worth anything. But she likes looking at them. She likes looking at the art, and it's fun for her. So, who am I to say, like, no, don't do that? It's fun. So if you're one of those people that go and say, like, well, listen, I know this, even if Cryptoys does go under, Leia's still cool to look at. I like the music. I like the, I don't even know if she has music with her, but if you like that, okay, sure. But if you were to ask me, like, as an investor, like if Dashi asked me, hey, should I invest in Recur in NFTs that are on Cryptoys? Absolutely not, Dashi. Absolutely not. One, you can't sell them. Two, there's not a lot of demand for them. Three, like they are like their biggest license on Star Wars, one of the biggest ones. They couldn't sell out, not even close. They have to incentivize people to come in and say, hey, we'll give you this Yoda. We won't even sell you this Yoda. We will give you this Yoda if you go in and buy out the rest of our Star Wars stuff because we're that desperate for money. No, I would tell Dashi, no, Cryptoys is not something that I would bet on. I wouldn't actively short them, but I would not bet on them. But again, if you just want to collect and you have some things that they think are cool and you don't care, then sure, by all means. Vance Legstrom says, I like profit. Agreed. Vance says, those impossible to decipher recur passes was the fatal flaw. Yeah, they did have a couple issues, didn't they? Mochler says, what's going on with McFarlane and Trevor? Like I said, I've done a McFarlane situation at Flickr. Yeah, it's insane. I don't even know what all... Apparently it's getting even better. Or not better, but worse, depending on your definition. Oof. Apparently some people ain't too happy over there. Like apparently some people are losing their minds. Maybe because he got caught red-handed. Mo says, how did Trevor get transferred an asset by accident and then list an asset by accident as well? It's a very good question. It looks very, very shady. Junior Sanchez says, hi Randy, I have not talked to you in a bit. Just stopping by to show some love. I hope everything's good. Everyone smash that like button to show some love. Thank you, Junior Sanchez. I love taking pictures, sweet moments like that of people just saying, hey man, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Just love it. Homer says, I like Todd, but not the people who reps the digital Todd because they're more into flipping and not their fandom. Maybe later, if that changes and more on the fandom to have access, then they have a chance. Yeah. But again, so Todd McFarlane, he's worth like 9 figures. Maybe not that much, but he's worth a ton of money. He could keep by himself. He can keep McFarlane Digital alive forever. He can keep failing, or that company can keep failing forever. It doesn't matter because he has enough money to keep that afloat for the rest of his days. So McFarlane probably won't go anywhere. It's enough for McFarlane to say, "Oh, I'm in the digital space. I got McFarlane Toys, McFarlane Digital," and how much is that worth to him? I don't know. Oh god, where was I? Shut down. Okay. What Mama says, 15-hour workday done. I double up my Thursday and Fridays to make like I'm working 7 days a week. Viva Veve and OMI. Crazy Dan 420 says, thank you so much for being a member. Saying, only 3 months ago, Paul Barron ranked Recur in the top 10 projects. He was wrong again and helped the inevitable rug pull. He is really just a crypto Jim Cramer, and that is why Paul Barron is dead to me. I gotta take a picture of that. Damn. Barron equals Kramer. This is a terrible cover-up. It is a terrible cover-up. But yeah, like I said, let's not forget those people that have consistently called this wrong. Oh shoot. Yep, bombed. Yep, now this. Moving on. My collections is Tarkov agreed. Omar says, I'm sure we know the people who is going to floor them and hopes this gets resolved, otherwise it won't last long term. Agreed. Stan says, damn, Trevor looks shady. I thought he was top notch. I was very close in joining the McFarlane Mania. Veve forever. Yeah. I mean, again, if Todd goes and says, hey, I'm firing everyone, we're closing down for a month or so, we're restructuring, we're hiring new people, and they relaunch, I will 100% take a second look and be like, okay, these could be something that's very well, that I would go into. But until then, nope. Stan says, does some criminal. Stan says, McFarlane will fire Trevor. You don't play with a legend. Agreed. Homer says, yep, that is why I'm not interested. McFarlane digital toys, NFTs, because these actions from the people who rep them, yeah, again, when one of your main influencers, his name is literally I floor NFTs, probably not the best thing. Code Out of Poverty says, how much for Dashi? It would only be as a rentable thing. Like, let's say you give me $50,000 for Dashi. Okay, well, in 2 years, I'll give you $100,000 for Dashi. So, that, whatever you would give for Dashi, I would give you 2x the price for Dashi in 2 years. I can't sell Dashi permanently. It's got to be like a month-to-month or year basis. Oh my god. I really gotta... Oh, anyway. Jason Lawrence says, Veve to the moon. Flickerbit says, Mark OMI posted the transaction history showing Trevor sending himself an NFT, listing it for $700, then taking it off the market 38 minutes later. Yep. Zachary Peone says, I'm lost what happened. Well, basically what Flickerbits just said. There's a lot of shady stuff going on in the McFarlane Discord. Obviously, almost nothing has to do with Todd McFarlane. It's just the people that are running it currently. Omar says, Veve is built by passion, passionate, humble human beings that has true fandom and part of such a wonderful community. Agreed, sir. Where was I? Mo Collection says, DC needs to wake up. Terrible look to have your IP attached to controversy. Agreed. Jordan Reed says, yo, 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 what up? Frank says, yo, Randy, my man, I hope you had a great vacation. It was a lot of fun. A lot of work got done. A lot of work still needs to be done, but yes, good times. Jason Lawrence says, 69, nice. Code Out of Poverty says, did the same thing that Trevor did. Maybe to Discord mods. Oh, did Trevor do that to him? Trevor gave himself NFTs? Yeah, pretty much. The guy says, just having a nice night until you had to bring up Thanos Secret Rare. Sorry, fam. I mean, he'll go up in the future, Thanos. But right now, yeah. The Supreme says, it's Stan Lee's table, maybe? No, I don't think it would be Stan Lee's. I think it's actually Walt Disney's table. Omar says, there's a space going intense and a flipper doesn't like him being called out. Oh no, a flipper doesn't like being called out. Yeah. I'm live. What's going on in spaces? Freaking. Ha 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 ha. Moving on. Flickerbit says, Trevor admitted to posting for sale after he got caught. As for listing assets, no excuses. That was just plain wrong. Jesus freaking Christ, Trevor. Oh my god. Oh my freaking goodness. Jordan says, dodgy Trevor was always a bit off, in my opinion. Agreed. Hope. Hooked him up. Oh my god. Apparently, a known flipper said, keep my name out of your effing mouth. That's hysterical. Easy win for Sanjay. Common W for Sanjay. We gotta love Mr. MC1. Common W for him. What could yeah, common W for Sanjay. Code Out of Poverty says, I agree, Jordan. Veve Avatar says, seeing what's going on with all these NFT projects, I'm so glad to be with Veve. Preach. Can you please join the space? I don't think, no. I'm after this, I probably can. Yeah, after this, I probably can. But I just really wanted to get this kind of out there, the content, because again, a lot of people on Spaces, they're just screaming at each other. I It just sounds like a lot of chaos. I really don't know if and again, I don't want to get the blood boiling. I don't want to get the blood pressure up. Maybe after this I will. I don't know. We'll see. Very Hung says, "What your price prediction for tomorrow's secret rare drop?" Let's see. I don't know, $100. Oh no, a couple hundred, probably a couple hundred. There's only 360 of these. Yeah, I'd say a couple hundred. Very. Jason Lawrence says, Zoom Eyes says, "Hi Randy, hi from Switzerland. Hello, hi Switzerland. I hope you're doing well." Ooh, super chat. Coming from Jeff Bevan says, "To help you get that pencil." Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll go and get the. So the only one I would need, because I'm definitely gonna get the. I have the pencil from Frozen. I'm going to definitely get the Lion King one because I'm going to get that this year. And then I will. I'll go and probably get the Aladdin piece. The Peter Pan I really don't want, but I'll get it for the pencil because again, all of these drops, it doesn't matter what you get on the Wreck-It Ralph or the Frozen or the Lion King or the Peter Pan or the Aladdin. Based on what these pencils are going for, you're absolutely going to make money. Again, if the trend continues. So, especially with Lion King. Lion King's will be the most popular one. But yes, thank you, Jeff, for the super chat. I love you, man. And Jeff, aren't you glad that your wifey got that logo? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad that Candy got that logo? Because now that logo's $4,700. I told you. You are welcome. You're welcome. Dude, I love you, man. I can't wait to hang out with you guys. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Dan O says, "Spaces is a total crap show." Dino's losing his mind. Omar says, "Yes, he lost his mind." Again, easy win for Sanjay because Sanjay doesn't play the victim. And again, when you were literally paid to FUD Veve, you're surprised that people are angry at you. They're surprised people are throwing the book at you. And it says it's hard to take influencers seriously when they start shilling for companies. Lost interest in. Oh wow! For that reason, don't compromise yourself, Randy. I've never taken any money. I don't work for Veve in any capacity. I just talk what I'm passionate about. I never made it. Pokemon never wrote me a check. Tesla or Elon Musk never wrote me a check. Earth 2 never wrote me a check. Now, granted, Earth 2 did make their first official Earth 2 NFTs of me. It wasn't just me. It was me and Ari Realty and Wraithax and so it was a bunch of people. But so they did go and do that. They bore the official Earth 2 logo. So, but that was way after I had already, done all the promoting. Because again, passionate about it, love it. Link down below to the game. Link down below to my referral code and my Megacity. Anyway, yeah, I've never taken a cent from anyone. I don't have Veve. I don't have any Veve NDAs. I don't have any Veve contracts. I've never worked for Veve. Now, that's not to say that I wouldn't work for Veve in some capacity at some point. Again, I'm super passionate about it, and at some point I would want to because of all my connections. Like, I want to make sure that Veve has the best things available to them possible. Which again, they don't need to hire me for. I already do that for them anyway. And they gave me a logo, So, and it happened to be the number 41. But anyway, but yeah, no, I wouldn't compromise myself that way, Dano. NFT Hero says, "What happened to McFarlane?" We had a whole discussion about this, where Trevor kind of got caught red-handed and doing some very shady things. Anyhow, Jay-Z says, "Who's hosting Spaces?" Oh no, NFT Hero. Trevor got busted. He got caught red-handed doing a bunch of things wrong. Person who's hosting it is is Sailor's Dad Stats. Sailor's Dad is the one that is hosting it. And I'll go and join after this. We're almost done here. Junior Sanchez, do you think the Blue Tide would ever pass the black and white one in price? No. Most likely not. Omar says, just DCA a bit on OMI yesterday. Get that bread. D'Angelo, the physicist, say W. Wario has got, and thank you, Jeff Bevan, for the super chat. They're always appreciated. I love you so much. And again, you happy that you got that logo when you did? Sam says, do you think Trevor left Veve because he couldn't move their assets off chain? I don't know why Trevor left Veve. He could have left of his own volition. Veve could have fired him. I don't know the story there. Most likely in that scenario, you'd have to get someone that like worked at Veve to see what really went down, because obviously they're going to have like their own truth. Trevor would be like, no, I left on my own, and Veve would be like, no, he fired his Harlem Blade. But it could have just been like, hey, we're not seeing eye to eye. Again, I don't know exactly why they left, why that he and Veve parted ways. Cashmere on says, I didn't get one. You didn't get one what? You didn't get a pencil? You didn't get a Todd McFarlane NFT? Let me know. Mrs. J Kill, XRP, how's it going? I love you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Hi Andy. I talk to your hubby every now and then over on the Twitter. It's a great guy. We love him. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Mrs. J Kill singing. I got a message. Kande, did you just say Kande? You liking the price of that logo? Question mark. Winky face. Okay, moving on. JKLXRP says Vampire Life. Dude, I love you guys so much. I can't wait to... Are you guys going to New York Comic Con? Let me know if you're going to New York Comic Con, because we might be doing a thing, or it might be a bunch of us staying in one place. I don't know yet. We're trying to put it together, but I will keep you posted. Okay, hiccups. Hiccups make the world go round. Okay. It does seem... Oh god, more hiccups. Okay, we've got a little bit left on that super chat left to go. And then we have Omar saying, I look forward to the drop tomorrow. Oh my god, my hiccups. I'm dying. I'm learning how to drink, apparently. Mrs. J Kills says, bless you. Yes, I'm learning how to drink today. Okay. I just got off a plane and I'm all hecked up over here. All right, let's take a look at some other things we got going on. I guess I do have a little bit of news to go over beforehand, before I bounce. Sanji says, as an IT professional, getting this mint was a collecting goal for me and not an investment. And he was talking about the drop today, Nedry's computer number 401, because 401 computer speak just means that unauthorized request, or AKA wrong password. So whenever Samuel L. Jackson is trying to hack Nedry's computer and he says, he didn't say the magic word, that's kind of what he was talking about. So I just thought that was fun. Elon Musk also posted, X as in X as in Twitter, and David Yu says X-Men. He's just been really, really retweeting a lot of Elon stuff. Again, I don't necessarily think there's anything going on there. I think he's just doing that for fun because he likes Elon. But again, that's just me. Wolverine, let's freaking go. Dude, I love Wolverine. I would love him. Oh, you have no idea how much I would love him. I've been Brown Wolverine. Let me show you. Let me show y'all. It's 2019, right? Yeah, so I gotta go back to 2019. This is not looking like it should have. Oh, that's an interesting photo. So is that. So what the fudge? Okay, I know, oh, dude. I was such a beefcake in 2019. I gotta take a screenshot of that. Like, that is my lordy. Like, Like, my good golly gosh. Ooh, getting hot looking at my own. Anyway. All right, let me try to. Okay, so that's me in the background there, flexing. Like, I had short hair in 2019. I was also Bane. Oh, it's so strange. It didn't let me. It didn't show like the good photos. I had some good photos there, but unfortunately, it did. The phone has decided to delete them. Oh well, life goes on. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'll guess I'll get on Spaces for a little bit. Anyone else notice the Veve official app is running slow or freezes, times out? Can't be that many users slowing it down. Has it? I haven't. No. My Veve app's been fine. J Kill says I want Punisher, but Marvel banned logo and made Punisher woke. I don't like. Because the Punisher that we had on Netflix was epic. It was epic. It was rated R, like epic. So he started in Daredevil season 2, and then there was a Punisher season 1 and Punisher season 2. And he's going to be in the Daredevil Born Again series, I think. And then he's got his own series that's going to come out eventually. Code Out Power says, were you natty? Yes, I had delved into looking into taking the roids, but my liver, I had a liver condition in 2018, and there's just always that chance that if you do overdo it and push it, that liver issue could come back, and I could straight up unalive myself. So unfortunately, the world will never know what Randy Chavez would look like on the super jacked roids. But I was just super dedicated. I was eating so much, training like nobody's business. But yeah, there was no drugs involved. It was just I had creatine, creatine protein powder, but the most part is just massive amounts of chicken, massive amounts of steak, and all that. Anyway, Flickerbit says, reading that Yuga Labs planning on leaving OpenSea because they will not enforce royalties in the future. J Kill says he can't wear the skull. Oh, he can't wear the. Oh, that's bull dinky. Yeah, that's really bull dinky. Yeah. That's who he is. He's got the skull. That's. Anyway. Crazy Dan 420 says, thanks, Randy, for the stream, and have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you guys for the super chats. That means the world. I love you all. I'm going to try to get on the Spaces and see if anything is still popping over there. So who knows? I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys. Randy.